Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Eve Valkyrie Warzone. So, being an owner of the Oculus Rift, I got Eve Valkyrie for free with my headset. Played it quite a, well, not quite a bit. I played a little bit of it. I tried it on a couple different occasions. Could never get into it because it was too blurry in my headset. I don't know why it always came out so blurry, but it was making me cross-eyed. It was hurting my eyes. I just couldn't deal with it. Which is why I never made any recordings of it. Very recently, this week, a few days ago, they released Eve Valkyrie Warzone, which is Eve Valkyrie, as you know and love it. But now it does not require a VR headset anymore, which is fantastic because that was actually the one thing that was making it worse, I think, honestly, is that it required a VR headset because the VR mode was just not working out so well for me. That said, I've sat down and played a little bit off camera. I'm still stuck in the tutorial, like, first 5 levels. You can only do a certain thing. But that's okay. I'll do a little bit of the multiplayer, and then I'll jump into the single player briefly as well, so you can kind of see what's going on there. It handles okay. I'm using the Xbox controller for it. Everything sort of handles okay, but it's still, even in the non-VR mode, sort of suffers from I can't see stuff really. Which is a very weird thing to have now because like I don't have a thing shoved on my face, but yet I'm still having trouble seeing things. You'll see what I mean once I get into the combat here. Also, they've got like these loot boxes that drop that you can also buy. They're these little loot spheres, if you will. Yeah, it is what it is, just to get some extra money. That's the reward capsules. I'm sorry, in the vault you get silver or gold ones. You can buy gold ones, which have some epic gear in them, that kind of thing. All right. Without further ado, let's go into the multiplayer combat. Now, again, I haven't reached rank 5 yet. I think I'm only rank 2. I'm rank 3. So not quite there yet. So I'm kind of in the newbie grounds. I'm in the proving grounds, which means I may be fighting a few humans, but mostly I'm fighting bots. So it's, don't take this to be, oh my god, this game is really easy. It's not. It's just I'm not in the, I still got the training wheels on, as it were. So let us start our matchmaking while I sit here. And wow, 82 seconds. I hope that's not true, because otherwise I'm gonna have to spare you guys some of the weight there. If I look under now the menus are still kind of VR menus a little bit, except apply XP boosting implants. Do I have any? To not know this thing.
How to make your experience a little better, or at least more rewarding.
XP booster for 10 minutes. Yeah, interesting. Might as well, I guess. I'll activate that one. Sure, didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, all the menus they're still the VR menus that you saw when you had a headset on. It's just that instead of moving your head around, you use the left stick to kind of move around between menus. It's a little bit janky, but it's, I think, the best they could probably do, given that it used to be you have to move your face around. It also used to be when you're out and about fighting, you had to move your head around in order to target enemies. They don't necessarily have that anymore. I'm not even sure what key or what button they've made targeting on. I don't know that they've done one or not. So the only time I seem to be able to actually target an enemy is after I've actually hit them once. I assume that I'm just missing something and that there's actually a button to do it, but I haven't. It didn't. If they told me in the tutorial, I didn't hear it. So I've already. The interesting thing about Eve Valkyrie is that you actually level up. Your experience points go towards whatever ship you're running. And once you... I'm going to take my jackal because I really like it. Once you, as you get XP for running, you know, the multiplayer stuff, you can pump that into your ship, in whatever ship you want. Well, actually, it's whatever ship you were using during that session. You can pump it into there and then try to go through the tech tree on that. And then if you get to the end of the tech tree, you're allowed to then pump the rest of that XP into a different ship. So then you can kind of move through and get all the ships up and running, as it were. So let us get down into business here, waiting to get launched.
The enemy's resources are limited.
Well,
Deplete them and we win.
well, this is a different map than what I was playing. Okay, that's a thing. So left and right bumper are to roll, and left stick to move around, and right stick doesn't appear to do anything as far as I can tell. So B to slow down, A to speed up. And I wanted to really get in on that guy there, but let's see if I can. Now see, since I hit that guy, I now can target him. I don't know what the other targeting command, if there is a different targeting command for them or not, but so far has been the only way I've been able to do it. And then it'll track it now even when it's off screen, so I know where I'm going.
Nice shot.
There we go. Excellent. Okay, and then I just kind of following their trails here to try to find the guys. You can see it's, when you're up close you can kind of see them, but when you're far away looking around for enemies, it can be a little bit difficult. There is a radar down there, a little sort of abstract, an abstract radar, and they do have pings along the edges here, so it's not entirely impossible to see what you're doing. But I still find that I have lots of problems just kind of keeping, like, trying to find guys to shoot at. Like, there's a guy down there, but he's a little bit far away right now. Okay. I think this is an AI. If it were a human, it would be a lot better than what it is actually here. I've run up against a few, like a human or two, and you can tell the difference right away. Okay. So far, so good. Don't bump into that. Now, their maps do tend to have a lot of this stuff where you're just kind of, you're flying in and out of asteroids, or you're flying in and out of just these tight corridors. So you do have a tendency to bump into things as you're going along. My health is the top left bar. I believe that's shields on the top right there. There we go. Lined right up for me. And then this guy. So you do have like special abilities. Like I have an overshield that in this ship I have an overshield that's on X. The thing that just powered up is basically an overcharged afterburner. It doesn't cost you any energy to use it for while it's active, so it's just a way to get out of trouble as you're going. Okay. Come on, you bastards. Line up for me. Line up for me, you bastards. There we go.
Fatal cannot withstand this level of attack.
That is, in fact, Katie Sackhoff that you're hearing there, the actress. Whoa, okay. Somebody had my number there. She was contracted to do the voiceovers, or do some voiceovers, in the game, especially in the single player. You'll know her as the actress who played Starbuck in the rebooted Battlestar Galactica games. Or, TV show. Oh, come on. There we go. Now there is a subtle, like, red mark that it will make when one of these ships is actually firing at you. Like, it'll actually ping, it'll actually make their ping like a brighter red, which is nice, but still very hard to detect. So you can kind of tell when someone's shooting at you, but it doesn't, like, it only lasts for a few seconds. The ping does, that is. Oop. Wow, somebody's got my number here. Now this ship doesn't have missiles. If it did, if I held down my left button, it would rack up to 4 missiles and let you fire them off at a target of your choosing, whatever target you happen to have close to your crosshairs when you held down the left button. These must be mostly
You decimated Fato's fleet.
Alright, yeah, these are mostly bots, because the victories are coming rather easily here. Oh yeah, they're definitely bots, because I'm at the top with 6 kills and 2 assists. Yeah, definitely. I'm never at the top of anything here. So there you go. That is the multiplayer thus far. Now if I right bumper to go next, you'll see as we get score, I get reward capsules. I'm also getting XP, which, there we go. Implant gave me some extra, so that was enough to get me up to rank 5, which I think gets me out of the newbie area, possibly. We'll see. And then my Jackal gets a bunch of XP for all the assists and stuff. And now I can mod it some because I have enough XP for that. And then they have like daily challenges like kill 5 enemies in a single battle, or flying a covert, and all those things.
Well done.
Do.
You've graduated with honors.
There we
You're
go.
ready for this fight. Now get out there and show me what you've got. Your fellow Valkyrie are waiting.
Alright, so we finally made it out of the proving grounds, which is nice. It's nice that they give you a little area to sort of learn the ropes a bit. And you can see this is about as close to Overwatch as you can get, right? You got like paint jobs and decals and all this nonsense. Alright, so combat versus players. So what is the squads and wormholes? So what is this session type? Okay, co-op versus AI, combat versus players. I kind of want to try it. Let me do just a co-op versus AI and see if anybody's actually playing that. That'll be interesting. But before we do that, let's go into the hangar and I'll show you the upgrade stuff here. So I've got my Jackal, and we can put some modifications on it. See, I already got 2 now. I got the precision barrel and the enhanced shell. So now I got enough XP to go further down here. I could do robust plating, which gives me plus 20% armor but minus 10% shields, or augmented ignition, plus 20% acceleration, minus 10% max speed. Kind of would rather have the robust plating, honestly. So we got that, so then I can equip that. You can see there you can equip 1 of every type, it looks like attack, defense, tech, and mobility. So it's all color coded. So then what is this? Enduring shell, minus 5% overshield cooldown. Plus 15% overshields, plus 10% cooldown for that one. What was this one? Engine power, max speed, acceleration. Then this one's enhanced coils, primary weapon damage. I feel like I just need to get down here then, huh? So do I don't have enough XP for that though. I have 2150 XP, but you can see how it's, you have your tree here, and then at the very end, you can say XP transfer, which will, once you've unlocked that, you can, you've gotten all the way down to the end of the tree here, you'll be able to, any XP this guy gathers, he can then transfer to another ship. So you can upgrade other ships without having to fly them, which is quite nice. There's also customization options, like your paint jobs and things like that. Do I have anything decent? My wallet has got lots of stuff in it. You can see you can purchase it for in-game credits, and I think you can buy credits as well with real money if you want. Ooh, I kind of like the cobalts. Let's do that. Cost 1,000. I got 1,300. Yep, confirm.
It's you, but better.
Okay, cool. My cobalt is all painted up, so you can see how that flushes out. All right, let's try co-op versus AI and see if anybody's actually doing it. Oh wow, next battle in 5 seconds. Apparently, people are doing it. Outpost extraction. Capture a relic and deliver it back to the quartermaster at hidden smuggler gates. Relic holders and capacitor burns twice as fast. Okay. Well, now this will be my first real battle. We'll see if it's against actual players and not the AI. Taking my jackal. It looks like it's oh, that's right. It is against AI. It's co-op versus AI. That's right. Duh. Duh. All right, that works. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do co-op if I can. Whoa, because if I suck, it won't matter much. Whoa, who has got my number here? Damn, these guys are just freaking wrecking my face already. What the hell? Who the hell is firing at me? Who in the hell is firing at me? Jeez Louise. Oh, this guy. You need to get a life, dude. You need to get a life. Oh. Still firing at me. Oh man, this guy. Holy crap, this guy. Jeez Louise. How many missiles does he have? Wow, this guy is just... This AI is just a pain in the neck. Holy crap. Okay, well, I guess I should be going... Well, should I be going for the relic? I don't think so. I think I'm more of a tank that needs to just do things. Oh, cool. Somebody freaking killed that guy. Killed that AI. Damn.
Your team has delivered the relic.
Man, that guy... This AI is a little bit OP, I would say. I mean, they're kind of like just going to freaking town here. Damn, like how many freaking missiles has this guy got? Get my overshield up a little bit. Like, this guy's just on my freaking ass here. Holy crap. I don't think I like this mode. I really don't. Like, it's... The AI is gonna be like this buggy. Damn. Like, I wouldn't call that AI, like, challenging. I would just call that just broken, because it's like, they're just kind of spinning in place and just going to town on you.
Your team has delivered the relic.
Alright, come on, come on. Yeah, like seriously, look at this guy. He's just kind of sitting there. He's just spinning in one area, just firing crazily at people here.
Your team has picked up the Ultra online.
Okay. Can I actually kill this guy? This is getting ponderous when you have these guys just like seriously, they're not even, they're just throwing throwing bullets all over the place. I mean, I got an assist. Woo. At least I didn't have any deaths, I guess, which is kind of nice. But damn, that's a little bit. I'd say that AI is a little bit not good, because it's just like, yeah, that's just. I'm not sure they thought that one through so well on that one. All right, well, so that game mode's not really any fun, is it? I'm learning things. This is my first playthrough of it, really. This is as far as I've ever gotten, even when I had it in AI mode. Or, I'm sorry, even when I had it in VR. I got AI on the brain here. Okay, well, that explains that. Let's go and let us leave matchmaking. Let us go back to the main menu. And let's take a look at the single player for a little bit here.
We have many legendary battles reconstructed from the memories of those pilots who fought and died there. Maybe some of your best will make it here someday.
Okay, so this was flight school, which I've already done. Holographic training. This is apparently 20%. I don't know what they mean by that. Scouts. Recall. Live the memories of our past. Reclaim from lost pilots who experienced them. Defeat waves of enemy ships and prove your medal on the leaderboards. Yeah, this is pretty much all they have in the single player content. So they haven't really added any more, as far as I can tell. The scout thing is just like go around and pick up echoes. It's very hard to find the echoes and stuff. But let's try a recall here. And yeah, we've got Station 27. Suspicious sensor readings trigger a fighter squadron to recon along abandoned and infamous Station 27 complex. And this is where the voice acting and stuff comes into play.
Carrier Actual, this is Patrol Victor Niner, ready for launch. Hey, remember guys, our reputation is our life.
You know, you're saying that before every launch now, Nasker. You're not her. She's gone.
She's not forgotten. It's the whole point. We need to carry on the legacy.
Yeah, you keep talking, Nasker. That's what you're good at. Anyway, clock's ticking. Light 'em and let's get out there. We need that relay back online ASAP.
I feel like I should have put the subtitles on. I don't even know if there are subtitles, are there?
Systems online.
Options. Oh, yep, show subtitles. Sorry, I forgot to put the subtitles on. My apologies.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
And vibrations.
Victor Niner clear. 3 souls in space. Heading to the waypoint to investigate.
Victor 9 Carrier Actual, copy that. Reminder that this is a search and report mission. Assess the relay visually and report back. Weapons fire is not permitted. Repeat, weapons hold.
Roger. Weapon systems offline.
It's kind of peaceful out here, you know? Kind of reminds me of... Hey, did I ever tell you guys about the time I died? It was after the ambush at Esme 3. I mean, I was medically dead for like 2 minutes. I got the whole life flashing before my eyes thing. It was peaceful. I kind of liked it. Since then, I've never feared death. Then they shocked me
I
back.
think they left some of you behind. You told us this before. You're stuck in a loop.
Hey, did I ever tell you guys about the time I died? Come on, Calloway. Well, it looks like someone left his sense of humor behind.
Yeah, you keep talking, Masker. Anyway, the search and report node is out in the asteroid belt. Follow me.
These rocks are playing havoc with my comms.
Hang on. You guys seeing this? I've got an unknown energy signature coming in. Brace for impact.
What the hell was that? There was something in that wave. It's corrupting all of my systems.
Systems are falling over. Logistics down. Radar function is down.
Try rebooting.
I'm trying. It's getting across the node. Root functions are... Primary functions are also... are being rewritten. Reconfigured on the fly.
Carrier Actual, this is Comms 01. We have code 041. Repeat, code 04. We are experiencing disruption from an source. Ship systems are being compromised. Requesting immediate assistance.
Here comes another wave. Can't block the signal.
Calloway's hit. Incoming. Watch out. Taking heavy fire. Weapons. I've been...
I tried to hide behind asteroids. It didn't work. Didn't work at all. But that was one of those, let's introduce the story to you missions. And then, that's why I was being quiet during it. Esmus 3, a Federation Navy convoy, thunders towards the FedCAF logistics tower, anchored in low orbit around Esmus 3. Join the fire support squad under the leadership of Ran Kavik and protect the fleet through this dangerous system. All right, now we're into convoy missions, escort missions. Great.
This is Lieutenant Kavik. Squadron 33 are prepped for launch. Remember, guys, our reputation is everything. It's how we live on. It's our life beyond death. So make me proud out there.
Magnetic catapult initialized.
Hold on tight. We're ready to deploy.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Now we're going to have some actual combats. Whether or not I make it through this combat is another
Escort
story.
missions are pretty routine, but let's keep our eyes open. Got a bad feeling about today. Get into formation and follow my lead.
Roger. Forming up.
Esme 3 Tower, this is Convoy Hawk 6 Heavy. Do you copy? Esme 3 Tower, this is Convoy Hawk 6 Heavy. Do you read? No response from Esme 3 Tower. Hold bearing and continue approach plan.
I don't like this. Something's up. Stay close. Activate boosters and group at the waypoint. Roger.
Roger. Forming up.
Kavik to all fighters. We're seeing a significant number of unknown vessels zeroing in on our perimeter. Let's assume the worst.
Oh, they have jumped in. Yikes.
Return to simulation.
Prepare to defend the carriers. If we lose them, we're stuck out here.
Oop. I got ahead of myself and left the simulation. Alright, now I should have some... here's the missiles. You can see if you hold down the button, you fire all the missiles. And in my case, you miss all the missiles. And still no joy on those, huh? I should stick to my guns. And I just have trouble. It's like the controls are very, very sensitive. This was the problem I was having too in VR, where the controls are just super sensitive. I feel like I should probably do some. I should probably reduce the sensitivity on them if I can, but it's like they're so sensitive that it's hard to keep anything in view. It's hard to target where you're supposed to target. That little diamond there. There we go. Oh yeah, first blood. How about them? How about them apples? So, we got a guy over here, huh? Have some missiles, guy. Or don't. Okay. Sure. Wow, that's a big ship. And it's gonna go floaty. It's going to destroy a lot of things.
This is not going well. Okay, I'll hold him off. You head for our last area. I've added a waypoint to your nav system.
Okay.
See you in the next life.
Well, that was that. And unfortunately that is the way that most of the story missions go. It's like, all right, well, we're showing you all the pilots that have died, and we kind of stopped the simulations early and all that stuff. So it's okay. It's merely okay. This is obviously a game that was meant for multiplayer. Although the multiplayer, I can't say that I'm that enthused about it. I mean, it's I'm not really that enthused about it. There's not that many maps that I've seen so far, and it's, I applaud them for making it work outside of VR, so it's available to a wider audience. I just don't know that it's really that interesting a game to play, honestly. There's a lot more here to it. There's a lot more of the sort of single player missions, and a few more, and of course all the multiplayer stuff that has gone into it. But like I said, it's not really it's not doing anything particularly thrilling or new or anything else like that. I mean, it was novel in its being the first VR game, or the launch title for the Oculus Rift, but beyond that, I can't say that it's really been that interesting. And I don't know that this makes it any more interesting than it actually was. So there you go. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that it's not really one that I find that I'll be playing a whole lot of. It just doesn't really grab me at all as it is. But this, my friends, has been Eve Valkyrie Warzone. It is by CCP. It is fully released out on Steam very recently. It's the regular release of it is $29.99 US. I would highly recommend that you probably buy the launch bundle, which has Eve Valkyrie Warzone and Eve Valkyrie Warzone, some DLC, Drifter DLC or whatever it is. Because right now on Steam, that's 15% off at $29.73. You're actually getting potentially a little bit more content for slightly cheaper than just the regular base game, at least for right now. So that is what I've done. I don't know if you own it on the Oculus Store. I don't know how it's going to work out without the VR stuff. I own it on the Oculus Store, but I figured it would be a lot easier for me to just kind of buy it again on Steam, and then I just have it there and I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to fire up my VR just to get the Oculus Store running, and then from that point on, like, how do you run it from there as a non-VR game? I don't know. I haven't figured it out, and I just said, screw it, I'll just get it on Steam like all my other stuff is. So that's all I got for you, my friends. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.